Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. So in this video, I wanted to cover Udio, the new style reference. So it's quite late, so apologies with the camera and everything, but I'll do my best. So this is only available for the Pro user tier, just to let you know. So you may need to upgrade depending on what subscription you've actually got. So for the use of this, I have actually upgraded myself to the Pro subscription. So that's just something to bear in mind, really. If I just go back, so for example, it's about $36 a month, including VAT. So yeah, $30 a month is the subscription, which allows you to generate up to 8 songs at the same time and use the style reference as well as bulk download songs, and quite a huge limit per month of credits there. So that's just something to bear in mind. Now, if you are a Pro member, so you will now have access to the styles feature. So introducing styles, skip the prompts, just upload an audio clip or pick a track that you love from the library and Udio will generate a new song based on its style. They've also released 1.5 Allegro, which is a really fast generation model for their normal 1.5 generation, but this just makes it a lot faster. Now, there is still quite a delay in terms of using a style when you go to generate, so just bear that in mind. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move myself over here. So you've got use style reference on the create section, so you can simply drag an audio file or upload an audio file by clicking. And what it allows you to do is you use it as a reference track, which is great. And you don't have to prompt if you don't want to, but typical Udio, you do have loads of different settings in advanced controls that you can actually use. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a MP3 and I'm just going to simply drag it over. And you have to confirm that you have the right to use and distribute the file. And what you do is you select I understand and then go to style. And now it's going to upload, which uploads really fast. Now the only downside about this is you have to select a style window, which is this region here. So you can see that you're able to drag it. So it may make sense to use it on the chorus or the intro and just to see what it sounds like. So I'm just going to get to that part now.
I knew you were and rejection is futile. You mean it, you blocked me. Rejection is futile. You mean it, you blocked me.
Okay, so that's the chorus of the track that I want to use. Now you have this gauge here, which is really useful because it defaults to very similar to what your original style reference track is, but you can make it to more similar or less similar. So the default is 0.4, and I'm going to slide it to 5 because I want to get as similar to the original track as possible. Then what you're able to do is you're able to choose whether you want it as an instrumental or lyrics. So I'm still going to put rejection and I'm going to allow Udio to write those rejection lyrics for me. Now that's quite a lot. It does say use less than 55 words for best results. So I'm going to use that because it's got 56. So I think that's a fair number because obviously it's got to try and cram everything in. Now you can add it to a folder if you want to, but you do have advanced controls. And with advanced controls, something that you are able to change that isn't obvious, it wasn't obvious to me, is the length. You then change it to 2 minutes 10 seconds. That saves you so much time with just regenerating. So I selected that. And then you've got the typical advanced controls that you'd expect, but with a few additions. So you've got style guide. So you compare a prompt with a style to shift your song, describe the style that you want, then twist it. Big differences can yield odd results. So I'm going to leave that. But you've also got something called style reduction. So if there's a certain genre that you don't want to use or a certain concept, then you can reject it from the generation, which I think is really cool. Anything you type will also be added but may not have an effect. So yeah, it's just a bit of a disclaimer there. You then got the prompt strength, the lyric strength, clarity, the seed phrase number, which I wasn't expecting because I thought it's a style reference. I thought it would do its own seed, but this seems to be different functionality. And then you got the generation quality here. So I'm going to leave that on high and click create. Then what I'm going to do while that's generating is I'm going to select instrumental and I'm going to click create. And we'll see how we get on. So I'm just going to pause this video until it's ready. In fact, while it's doing that, I will show you another way to use style reference is on existing tracks that you've generated. So what you can do, these are the generations here. You're able now to choose style from whichever generated track you've done. Now, I do wonder whether this actually works with the oldest tracks, with the very old kind of generations. Certainly, if it is the case that you can't, then style won't be there. So we're just waiting for these to generate down here. And if you're interested in AI music generation, such as Riffusion, Udio, Suno, then make sure you subscribe to the channel. So we're nearly there. I mean, the great thing with Udio now is the amount of features that's coming up. You can remix, you can style, you can extend, you can edit. I mean, the control that you're getting now is really getting a lot better. The fact you can generate over 2 minutes on one click is really helping as well. So we've got 4 different tracks, so let's have a listen to the first one. These are my own vocals, so I'm quite intrigued how it's going to sound. Okay, so it's chosen completely different singer, basically. And it's kept with the synth pop theme really well, with the instruments used and the bass. I don't know what he's saying, but it's certainly quite similar to the original track, which works pretty well. I think he might have struggled with the lyrics. Let's have a look at the next track. Again, synth pop theme, which is really good. That's so good.
Oh, I was thinking I for one out to my face. Thinking of any boundaries. Oh, I don't got a feeling that
what I feel that I probably needed, I don't know, is probably more words in the create section, because obviously it's a 2-minute generation. So maybe it was expecting a lot more lyrics. But I really do like this track. It's got a very similar feeling to the original track. Let's try the third one. This is amazing for like music ideas and, you know, generating new tracks and maybe using them for new songs. Really cool. You know, you can download the stems, which is great. If you just like the drum beat, you can use that. Yeah, those are the instrumentals, these two.
Me here with the silent stick. Thought we had it, but it didn't stick. Was it real or just a game? Now we're lost and it's all so lame. You hold it on, the dawn that's nice. with everyone, with every way. And when back, you will clutch at this dawn lips. You're mad for me. We feel retimed in every work. You've a refurb. Them shadows may rejoice.
Really interesting. And that's one of the things that I love about these AI music generators is the fact that you just don't know where it's going to go next. It's improvising music in such a really cool way that isn't the norm, but yet fits really well. So it's generating new music, which I just think is incredible. So yeah, so that was the new styles feature from Udio. Suno has done something similar, and also Riffusion has as well. I'll quickly check out Riffusion. So we've now got vibes. So again, so that's what they're calling it, is vibes, which is audio prompts have arrived in style. So create music inspired from the styles you love. Using audio directly as the prompt lets you capture your favorite sounds that are difficult to describe in words. Vibes worth 1,000 prompts. I thought that was really good. So you can create a vibe again from an existing song, selecting a 10-second clip, or you can upload your own audio as well. Now I did have a go with this, but the results weren't the same. They weren't as good for me. I am logged in, so let me go to songs. And okay, let me find one example. Harmonic mellow. Okay, so I'm going to use Vibe. And remember, Riffusion is free. So it's something to bear in mind. So it's going to create a vibe from 1.24. Now, why has it chosen 1.24? That's bizarre. I'm going to go to like 29. Yeah, around here. So you've got the acoustic guitar. Okay, and the flute. Use vibe. Right, so don't create dark synth pop. Create pop. Let's see what it does. Again, we've got advanced settings here. We can change the strength. So I'm going to make that 60%. See how well we do. We've got weirdness slider as well that we can use. And we're on the latest, which is 0.8. Details, heritage, sound swap. So I'm going to generate that now. And it's generating already. So I'm going to pause this video and wait for it to finish. Wow, that really didn't take long at all. That was like 10 seconds. So this is the first one. Much better this time. I'm really impressed with this. Completely different sounds, but I kind of get the style references working well. Okay, really good. Let's try the next one. so you get the idea of that. So that's Udio, that's Riffusion, both with the styles feature. Hope you like this video. I'm so impressed. Riffusion is just so easy to use. The UI is really nice and slick and clean. It's brilliant. And it's just nice that Udio has finally done this release, because there were a lot of people getting concerned that it's taking so long for the next release. People are crying out for version 2.0 to compete with Suno and Riffusion. So we'll see what happens over the next coming weeks. And by certain, I will update you as soon as I can. In fact, there might have been a few more Riffusion updates. Let me see. They've changed this quite a bit, actually. There used to be updates down here. So they have changed the user interface for Riffusion quite a bit. They've got this new bar here. Learn more. There used to be updates on here, so I think perhaps they're relying on the Discord server to provide the updates on that. But you do have the blog. So you've got, yeah, so there's a new blog, which is interesting. So there you go. Anyway, it's late. I'm going to go to bed. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Speak to you on the next one. Take care. Bye.